So we have this club that, as a beginner, looks kind of freaky to most people, right? Let's pretend that these two sticks here are one club, okay? I just have two pieces of the same club. It's just the same club. You can only see one of them, right? Well, the other one's right here, okay? The same club. Each one's going to hold a club, so I'm going to take my three fingers, put them in the first three slots there, okay? And the other one, I'm going to take two fingers and put it in the number 2 slot. So 3 in the first three, 2 in the number 2. These two in the number 2 here, and one of these in each of the first three, okay? So that's kind of your basic good grip. If you could simulate that and just meld them together. Okay. So here I'm pretty even, but I'm pretending this is one club, correct? Okay. So if I take that nice setup, okay, and I get my weight settled forward on the ball, coming into it, forward on the ball, right? A little waggle, right? Okay. And I bring these back, okay? Swinging back. What happens to each one? Oh, they separate. Okay? They separate. Why do they separate? Well, I recommend Ben Hogan's 5 Lessons, by the way, because it's some excellent graphics, excellent drawings in there. Okay, but if you extend the stick from this shoulder and this shoulder, while you're standing centered and balanced, just standing upright, you turn, that plane stays in the same place, right? When you go to swing the golf club, okay, you're standing behind me. Instead of being on this plane here, I'm tilting, okay, and now I'm on this plane, okay? You'll see that famous picture that Hogan has in his book of the plane going through the neck like that, right? Okay? Now, these two hands start out on that plane, but if I let them go by themselves, they want to separate, okay? Because this hand wants to move under because it's on the bottom side of this plane now. It's on this side of the movement, downside, okay? This is operating on the upper side, so this hand wants to move up. Okay? The crook in the club, the crookedness of the club is to accommodate this space. Do you see that? So we see that the hands, they are parallel to each other, okay, but they're parallel to the same plane, okay? So even this hand is under and this hand is on top, they are parallel to the same plane that is cutting through my neck to the ball. They're on the same plane. This one's just on this side of it, this one's just on this side of it. Do you see that? Okay? So the crookedness of the club is making up for that gap that occurs naturally when we just do this. Okay? So what that means is that we can allow the feeling of the hand, this hand being more up. We allow for the feeling of this hand being more under. It just happens. Okay? And generally when you do that perfectly, the club goes from square, it goes perfectly down the line because of its crookedness, it comes right back down and hits the ball. Okay? So we can allow for the hands to have different roles because they are balanced in the framework of the swing automatically. We don't have to worry about them. Okay? The fact that we're swinging on that tilted plane causes those two things to happen, but it doesn't matter because they're balanced along that plane. Okay? So that when we're holding that club, it doesn't matter this feeling that this is coming up and that's going under. It just happens. And we allow for it so that we don't get too right or left-sided. So we take a dualism and we use a dualism to solve a problem. But we can take that dualism and use it as a unifying factor because of this oneness. They react separately. I know that's a little